I was once a simple scientist working under the direct order of Adolf Hitler at the height of World War IE. My job was to develop new technologies for use on the battlefield, but little did I know that my work would lead me down a dark path filled with terror and death. It all began when Hitler ordered us to begin development on Operation Wulfstoß, a plan to create a super soldier with enhanced physical attributes through genetic engineering. We knew that such experiments were genetic engineering. We knew that such experiments were dangerous, but we had no choice but to comply with the Führer's wishes. We selected several prisoners from concentration camps across Europe, hoping to find individuals who possessed traits that could be beneficial for our experimentation. Among them was Karl, a young man with an abnormally strong build and unyielding determination. He seemed like the perfect candidate for our project. Our initial tests went smoothly enough, as Karl proved to be incredibly resistant to pain and showed signs of increased strength and endurance during his training regimen. However, things took a turn for the worst when Karl contracted a mysterious virus while out on patrol near the Russian front lines. At first, we didn't think much of the illness, assuming it was simply another round of influenza that plagued soldiers during wartime. But soon after, Karl started exhibiting strange behavioral changes, becoming increasingly aggressive towards other humans and animals alike. His body became covered in thick fur, and his eyes turned yellow and feral. Our team realized then that something was terribly wrong, but it was already too late. The transformation had begun. As Karl's condition rapidly deteriorated, so did the atmosphere inside the Wulfshansi headquarters. Word of the virus spread among the ranks and panic set in. High-ranking officials scrambled to contain the situation, fearful of the consequences if news got out. They ordered us to put Karl down, but nothing could stop the now fully transformed creature from escaping. As the hunt was launched through the labyrinth, the virus continued to mutate Karl's mind and body. His physical appearance changed even more, becoming more like a rabid wolf than a human being. There was a heavy stench of decay in the air around him, making it difficult for anyone to approach without vomiting in disgust. Days passed and the search for Karl was still going on. Tensions were high among the officers, each fearing for their own safety above all else. No one spoke openly anymore about the true nature of their operation, and whispers of a madman lurking in the shadows circulated among lower-ranking personnel. But then came a night that would change everything forever. As Karl emerged from the darkness, the nearly full moon cast an eerie glow on the forest around him. It unleashed a haunting howl that echoed through the valley, and our hearts froze in terror. First it found Major Muella and ruthlessly tore out his throat. Then came Captain Brandt, caught off guard in the mess hall during dinner. Within minutes, chaos erupted as Karl rampaged through the corridors and barracks, leaving carnage and destruction wherever he went. My colleagues and I watched in horror from afar, unable to intervene despite our advanced weaponry and military training. Karl's instinctual survival skills rendered bullets useless against him. Desperately seeking refuge, we huddled together behind fortified defenses, praying for deliverance yet knowing none would come. Swept away in a fit of bloodlust, Karl tore into General Wolf personally, leaving little more than a lifeless husk, clad in tattered uniform remnants. With the highest authority figure eliminated, hope vanished utterly as the staff gradually succumbed to the beast's merciless fury. All except myself and Dr. Gretchen. She had managed to secure herself amidst experimental equipment in the laboratory complex, remaining hidden until the coast cleared. Invisible to Karl's senses, she whispered instructions to me via intercom link, urging precise execution of her devised chemical agent, designed specifically for agent design, specifically for counteracting biological threats. It might hold the key to stopping Karl's relentless savagery once and for all. I trembled uncontrollably as my fingers shook, preparing the syringe containing the potion. Each drop precariously balanced, threatening to spill its precious contents onto the floor. With careful precision, I aimed the needle directly at Karl's chest, ready to plunge it home and inject the serum deep within. Time slowed to a crawl as I waited for any sign of reaction, heart pounding with apprehension. Suddenly, Karl convulsed violently, his massive frame thrashing wildly upon impact with the ground below. Muscles knotted and twitched, veins bulging ominously beneath his mottled hide. And just as quickly as it had started, the seizure subsided, leaving Karl still once again. Cautiously approaching the creature, I noticed subtle differences beginning to take shape. Skin tone normalized, fur slowly receding back to bare flesh. Yellowed eyes softened, returning to their natural human brown color as clarity crept into focus. A soft groan escaped Karl's lips as consciousness reemerged, signaling the antidote's success in halting the insidious disease ravaging his system. Months spent nursing Karl back to health provided plenty of opportunity to discover the truth behind his origins. Piecing together fragments of his past eventually led us to an unlikely source, a local village where Karl grew up. Upon investigation, we learned Karl had been subjected to horrific rituals by a rogue cult operating in secret, intent on harnessing ancient magic tied to lycanthropy legends. Their methods involved infecting victims via silver-cursed bullets imbued with dark energies capable of warping reality itself. By design or not, Karl alone had proven immune due to his unique genetics, combined with exposure to experimental radiation years prior during his father's service in nuclear testing sites. Unable to stomach this shocking revelation, Dr. Gretchen dedicated every ounce of knowledge accumulated over decades, attempting to purify wash-out traces of foreign influence, corrupting Karl's physiology, and restore him to peak condition. Progress remained slow but promising, thanks in part to our shared determination never to give up hope. As weeks turned into months, Karl and I formed an unexpected bond, fostered by trust earned through countless conversations discussing life goals beyond our current predicament. Eventually, our talk shifted toward future aspirations outside these walls. Dreams resurfaced, long thought forgotten, reignited by Karl's renewed sense of purpose, tempered by hard-earned wisdom. One evening, after a particularly insightful exchange regarding family dynamics and personal relationships, Karl posed a question unlike any other. What if there are people like you out there, willing to accept what I am? Could they ever find happiness with someone like me? Surprised by his candor, yet captivated nonetheless, I replied honestly, There's no single answer fits everyone. However, I believe finding those who appreciate your soul rather than judge based solely on appearances is essential. We both fell silent, allowing a comfortable quietude to blanket our surroundings before continuing our discussion elsewhere. In the distance, rays of sunshine broke through clouds, casting dappled light across Karl's muscular form as he stood beside me. For a moment, we simply basked in a peaceful tranquility, two unlikely companions bound by strange circumstances and unforeseen connections. Yearning for meaningful companionship, the desire to explore the unknown together now consumes us both equally, stirring restless feelings within. We yearn to venture forth hand in hand, braving the world with fresh perspectives, eager minds, and strengthened resolve to face whatever challenges may arise along the path ahead. Though fears persist concerning lingering doubts rooted in society's skepticism, neither Karl nor I can suppress dreams calling for answers beyond closed doors and sheltered lives. Our journey begins soon, carrying us towards destinations unknown, determined to unlock secrets concealed beneath the mysteries of existence, hoping to share adventures guided by genuine connection and boundless curiosity. And so, holding hands with courage firmly intact, Karl and I step forward into uncertainty with a shared vision of discovery, embraced by trusting hearts, prepared to confront tomorrow's possibilities today, no matter the cost. Together, we embrace each obstacle as another stepping stone, enabling self-discovery. Hand in hand, we navigate life's complexities, always keeping one foot planted firmly in reality while the other remains open to exploring new frontiers. Our friendship solidifies into an unwavering alliance, fueled by mutual respect and understanding, standing steadfast against anything trying to divide us. But as time marches on, even the strongest bonds must endure trials that test their limits. As much as Karl appreciates our relationship and all that I have done for him, his inner wolf struggles to break free from the shackles of societal expectations, causing frustration and self-doubt to simmer beneath the surface. My own insecurities rise to challenge our bond when faced with unspoken desires lurking within my subconscious. In an effort to maintain equilibrium, Karl and I seek professional help, opening ourselves up to therapy sessions designed to address our individual issues head-on. Through counseling, we learn how to communicate more effectively, acknowledging one another's needs without judgment or fear of reprisal, confronting each problem as equals fortified by love. We work tirelessly to overcome these hurdles and ensure nothing stands between us. Over time, Karl accepts himself fully, recognizing his uniqueness as something to be cherished rather than hidden away. I come to terms with my own urges, realizing they do not define me and should not control my actions. Together, we evolve into better versions of ourselves, adapting to whatever changes destiny throws our way. Never forgetting our humble beginnings at Green Meadows Nursing Home, Karl and I vow to continue spreading kindness wherever we go, always making room in our hearts for those less fortunate. The legacy of compassion instilled by Doc and Mrs. Sherman inspires us to pay it forward, offering aid to others facing similar struggles. Eventually, time slips by, bringing joyous occasions and bittersweet goodbyes. Karl finds comfort in the familiar warmth of Dr. Gretchen's hug whenever she visits. Proudly displaying images of Karl stands tall alongside her, ready to face whatever lies ahead. His inner wolf finally content, knowing its place in this world has been secured by the support of loved ones and the spirit of compassion first shown to him years ago by Doc and Mrs. Sherman. The circle of caregivers and patients who helped shape his young adulthood now reunites once more, paying homage to the memories created over so many years under the same roof. Doc, his eyes misty with pride, reminisces about Karl's early days at Green Meadows, marveling at how far his former student has come since those uncertain times. He shares Karl's story with anyone who will listen, showcasing the incredible impact caring individuals can have on troubled souls searching for redemption. Gretchen chimes in, recalling Karl's perseverance during those darker moments and how her mentorship provided a lifeline when he needed it most. Tears well up in her eyes as she confesses her role was small compared to the sacrifices made by Mrs. Sherman, who devoted herself to nurturing each resident's humanity despite systematic limitations. Mrs. Sherman, frail but still brimming with warmth, joins the conversation, expressing gratitude for having had such a lovely group of supporters throughout her tenure at Green Meadows. With glowing eyes fixed on Karl, she recounts tales of his transformation and how her faith in him remained resolute during the bleakest moments. Emotional exchanges and heartfelt goodbyes conclude the farewell gathering. Each member departs with heavy hearts yet filled with fond memories. Confident Karl's remarkable tale serves as proof that even in the harshest settings, true rehabilitation thrives on empathy and dedication from those whose paths cross within institutions, often criticized for indifference. Karl watches as these guardian angels leave him behind, pondering where life might lead next in his extraordinary journey. His past struggles and present peace coexist harmoniously, leading him down a road marked by experiences few could comprehend, let alone survive. For just $3 a month, you can have your name featured in my YouTube videos and descriptions. Not only will you be supporting my channel, but you'll also be immortalized in the credits of my content. If you're looking for something a bit more personalized, consider becoming a $25 a month patron. I'll voice your stories and bring them to life on my channel. Create a special drawing just for you, or even write a unique story tailored to your interests. So don't hesitate. Join my patron community today and help me keep the spooky stories coming. And remember, together we can save each other from the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for your support.